So today we're talking about why your sales are hard to come by. And we're talking about when you're selling your leather goods, you've got your product, it's a really nice product, and you post it, you put it up for sale, and then you hear crickets. Give me 1 second. I want to share this video into the Leather Tamers as well. And while I'm doing that, there is a link there that I've listed. I'm going to talk more about this in a second, but there's a link there for a brand new masterclass that I am hosting on May 30th. I think at 12 noon EST. It says on the page there, but we're going to be talking all about the 4-step framework that I use to get my product out there, attract my ideal customer. That means a customer who has money to buy, and actually make sales consistently, you know, using things like your sales copy and really creating copy that sells the benefits of your leather good and talks about why it is so valuable, and it just makes it irresistible to your ideal customer where they have to buy it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mary. I'm the host of the Leather Tamers Facebook group, as well as the Leather Beast website. And I teach you how to create traditional leatherwork using uncomplicated methods, quality tools and hardware, and then I teach you how to sell that quality handmade leather goods to your customers and to stores. So welcome. Thanks for watching. So I put my products, when I was first starting, I put my leather goods on Etsy. I was pumped. I put my handbags on there, I put my wallets, I put my tassels, like everything I was making. I had really good products. I had a lot of good feedback from my friends, so I thought this is going to be great. So I put my products on Etsy, and what happened? Crickets. Nothing happened. It was really frustrating. It was really, yeah, I kind of, you know, whenever that happens, when you're all excited and then nothing sells, you can't help but feel a little discouraged, a little like, maybe I should quit. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should go back to my day job, you know, that sort of thing. Luckily, I hadn't quit my day job at that point. But, you know, it really caused me to kind of take a look and see, like, okay, why isn't you know, any of my stuff selling? Why are these sales so hard to come by? Then something changed. Whenever I was kind of thinking, okay, how can I change this? I thought about promotion and how I'm not really promoting my products. I'm just kind of like expecting people to see my work on Etsy, to stumble across it and be like, wow, I think I'll buy that. And that's really, that was, and it still is, a very sort of naive sort of idea. And I totally fell into that mistake. That's one of the biggest mistakes, is that thinking that your customer is gonna find you and that it's their responsibility to find you. If you want consistent sales and you want to really build that customer base, you really need to go out and find your customer. I don't really know if you can really put a number on it, but I've heard people say, you know, promotion should be 75% of your business, which seems high, but when you think about it, you can have, you know, the best idea, the best wallet, the best handbag, but if nobody knows about it, then, you know, it's going to be really hard to get sales because nobody knows about it. So it kind of makes sense. So what I did was I started to really create some strategy behind some of the most basic and easy to use promotion strategies, like social media. I stopped kind of treating social media like it was just kind of like a toy or like a popularity contest, and I started to put some like real strategy behind my posts, and I started tracking, seeing what worked, instead of before I was just kind of posting willy-nilly nice pictures here and there of, you know, kind of random things. But if you put a little bit of extra effort behind what you're posting, when you're posting it, who you're tagging, who you're hashtagging, you really see quite an increase in your results of people following you back, of people engaging with your post, of people commenting. So I really just started implementing these strategies, and things just really started to fall into place. It was then that I was kind of creating this really consistent promotion strategy. I kind of had it all mapped out. I decided what I was going to try out, and I decided how often I was going to do it, and kind of laid it all out there, that I definitely saw my sales increase, which was awesome. I mean, I felt like I was like back on the right track. I wasn't discouraged anymore. I was feeling inspired to create new things and more things. I was inspired to, you know, I was like, well, if this strategy works over here, then maybe this would work even more. So it was a real kind of stepping stone when I realized how important that promotion aspect is, and actually how often you need to be doing it if you want to see the results, if you really want to have a profitable side hustle, which I did. It's always been my dream to quit my day job and be creative full time. So that was kind of how I got to that point where I could actually see that goal manifesting in the future. So now I know what I need to do. I know that there are certain things that work for my audience, and there are certain things that don't work for my audience. So now I know that I don't need to waste time doing those things that don't work for my audience, because I had a strategy in place and I had something to test to see if that strategy actually worked. And if it didn't work, I can cross it off and say, okay, that doesn't work, let me try something new. And if it did work, I can say, okay, let me keep doing that strategy. So it's really all about sort of planning and focusing and creating a strategy behind your promotion. That's the most efficient and quickest way you're going to kind of get from A to B in a straight line, going from, I have this product, I want to sell it to my customer, instead of going kind of like squiggly line to get up there. You might still get to B without doing any strategy behind your promotion, but it's gonna take a lot longer than if you would just kind of strategize. That's what I learned, and that's what I've been implementing ever since to get the results that I want to be getting. So I know what that frustration feels like when you have zero sales, and whether it is your sales copy that needs tweaking, that's not quite right, whether it's your social media strategy and how you're using that, whether it's your pricing is off, maybe you don't know who your ideal customer is, and so you're targeting the exact wrong people that are never going to buy your products. These are all things that I'm going to be talking about in my masterclass on April 30th. So I'm basically going to be giving you the 4-step framework for kind of really zeroing in and focusing in on the business side of selling your leather goods. From targeting your ideal customer, that means someone who has money to buy, because I know that that can be a big thing. People say, oh, they like my stuff, but they don't buy. Then that's not your ideal customer. So we're going to talk about that and the sales copy, sales goals. So it's going to be a really great workshop. It's the first time I'm showing this workshop, so I'm excited to be kind of putting something new out there, and I'm also going to be launching my my new course at the end of that. So it's a great way for you to kind of preview that and see exactly what's going to be in the course. If you're someone who needs some help with your current side hustle and getting things more strategized and a plan in place, or if you're someone who hasn't started yet, this would be a great time to at least show up to the free workshop and kind of get a sense of where you should be focusing. So regardless if you go through my program or somebody else, I just want to help you to get your leather goods out there to the right audience and create a profitable side hustle. So thanks so much for watching. You can go to leatherbeast.com/side hustle, all one word, to sign up for the free masterclass on April 30th. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.